Hey, hello guys. I'm just trying to see if the sound is working, but I'm not so sure. Hello guys. I'm just trying to see if the sound is working, but I'm not so sure. All right. So apparently the sound is working. I wasn't so sure the last time I did check. I kind of noticed that it wasn't possible to actually, use the sound on a GoPro, but luckily for us, I don't know what I'm even using now. On OBS, it says microphone, auxiliary audio. I don't know if that's the GoPro or whatever it is, but it's okay. We're just going to do what we have to do. See, I'm going to be streaming live on this channel. I'm doing my work because that's the real game, all right? Trying to work and also doing your thing. See, I've got a 1 TB of NVMe SSD here, and I'm going to go ahead to slot it. See, I've gotten this mini PC, not one or two, like a lot of them here, and I just felt like I should actually go ahead and couple these things. They have been lying around here. Some of them, they are complete. Some of them, they are not, but it is what it is sometimes, Oh my gosh, this thing came out, the wireless LAN, the connector to the wireless LAN. Normally, it should be easy to fix. I might have to use, something to just push it down. There was a PC I did work on some time ago. It was so hard. I don't know if you guys can see that. That cable here came out, and I'm just going to try to put it back in. There was a PC that I worked on some time ago. It was so hard. It was so hard to actually, connect back the wireless LAN, cable. And I don't know, talking about the cable that goes to the wireless LAN adapter, but hopefully for this PC, that shouldn't be the case. It seems to be in. All right, it's right there. So I can then go ahead and plug in my wireless LAN adapter. Guys, I'm looking for the easiest way, to do this thing. A lot of people talk about YouTube in the game. Yeah, but one thing they forget to talk about is the fact that it takes a lot of time to actually do YouTube. If you do not have a business, a job that you are doing, it's very easy to sit down there and be making YouTube videos. But when you have something going on, something always wanting to take your time, then you realize quickly that all the method of making content that people tend to teach online doesn't work, because at the end of the day, you need time. Guys, this PC right here is a beautiful PC. Has a 2 GB of DDR4 RAM. It's sitting right there quietly, waiting to do what it has to do. See, this is exactly what I have of this PC. Some of these models, it's kind of dusty. I need to clean this place. Some of these models does have, a HDD card that sits there, something like this. But for this particular one, there's nothing. So the only thing I have to do on this PC is just to put an NVMe SSD like you have there. And I've gotten an Acer NVMe SSD, beautiful SSD. It says Acer SSD FA100. I'm going to be leaving a link so that if you want to upgrade your PC, your laptop, this is something that you can actually use. This video has not been sponsored, but I just found this SSD to be very, very reliable. Used a lot of them at this day, or at this point. I think I've used over 50 of them and never really had any problem. Never had a situation where one was broken during installation or got installed and just refused to work. So I can pretty much say that it's a very decent SSD. And if you are looking for something like that, you can actually go ahead. The beautiful thing about this PC is that it has a wireless LAN adapter, which is what you have, right there. It's a HP EliteDesk 800 G4, 35 watts. They are different. There's 60 watts, version of this PC. So before you buy what you have to buy, just ensure, which of them you are actually buying. All right. So I'm going to clean this up. And in this case, this one actually is done. So the next thing I want to do is to go ahead and try to couple this next PC here. All right, I just need a few minutes to do that. If you are joining the channel for the first time, go ahead, let me know where you are watching from, share some love, give me a like, write me on the chat, ask me questions. In this way, I'll be able to know what your needs are and possibly answer you. We're going to be going heavily, on showing you guys what it actually means, to get a decent PC. Got a lot of PCs here. If you go to the hardware money shop, you're going to be seeing different type of PCs. Quality is the first thing that I want to guarantee, because it's not just about having different kind of PC, but you're going to be having pretty much the best PC that you can ever think of. That's a used PC looking very clean. If nobody tells you, like I always say, you can never tell that this PC has been used. Can easily pass out for new, but I'm going to tell you, to be upfront with you, that these are used PCs coming from responsible, organizations. Yo, Polski. Oh, wow, are you from Poland? You from Poland? Just need to ask you that because my wife is from Poland. You from Poland? Good to see, good to have you around. Oh, sorry, how did I spell Poland? I said Poland, sorry for that. Poland, or Polska, as you guys always say. What's going on with my chat? Great to have you around. YouTube, I think YT Polski. I don't know if that stands for YouTube Polski. My wife is pretty much from Poland, so when I see anything or any name that looks like persons from Poland, I always want to ask Dzień dobry if you're from Poland. Anyhow, glad to have you around. So this is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and also close this particular PC up. I kind of opened it some few days ago. I was trying to see if this card is going to fit onto this PC, but I want to tell you the HP EliteDesk 800 G3, this HDD card, just for you to know, perhaps it's important for you, doesn't fit into the HP EliteDesk 800 G4. The builds are different. The CMOS battery is on the other side. On this particular PC here, the CMOS battery is right here. So if you try to put this thing in, it's not going to close. So if you want to buy this card, please be sure that you are buying the one that only works for the HP EliteDesk, 800 G4. I'll be right back. It was kind of difficult for me to get, the adapter of that PC, so I realized that I didn't have the power cable. So I think in this box it should be like a power cable to power on the HP PC. All these are stuff I need to actually throw away. Nobody's buying this, but with the exception of this particular one right here, it's a 90 watts power supply HP. This adapter here, what we call it, port applicator, I just want to feel like it's kind of very old, but I've not really checked to see how much it's being sold, but I don't need that for now. The only thing I need is just this cable right here, and that's the adapter for the HP EliteDesk 800 G4 mini PC. All right, I'm back. I'm just going to try to quickly, close this particular PC. I don't know if there's a RAM stick on this. There's no RAM stick, but I do not want this finished for now. So I'm just going to take this. The beautiful thing is that this PC right here can actually take in an NVMe SSD. If you are thinking of installing one on this PC, it's actually possible. This is what makes this PC also very beautiful. HP EliteDesk 800 G3 35 watts. But a RAM stick, this is not a problem, something I can always get to put at other times. The problem is sometimes I take out these PCs, get one or two parts from them, and then I just forget to close them back, which is not good enough. But right now I'm actually having a project where every PC that has been opened, that has not been coupled back, I'm actually trying to just make sure that they are coupled, establish their true position, which is, are they working, is anything missing, is anything I need to buy, like if everything is correct and working, then I'm going to go ahead and list it on the Hardware Money Shop, where you have the opportunity to actually go ahead and buy them. The beautiful thing about the PCs on the Hardware Money Shop is that they are tested. They're not just PCs that just fell from the mountain top. These are PCs that have been tested meticulously. Everything made sure to be in very good condition, and if that is the case, they now have the rare opportunity of being on the Hardware Money Shop. I'm trying to look for the cover of this particular PC here. I don't know where I kept it. Okay, I found it. So this is one of the problems I talked about. Some of these PCs, a particularly decent PC, but the front blade here kind of fell off, and this was in one of the PCs we received, but it's not a problem. I should be able to get something like this, a replacement for that. And if I do, I should be able to bring back this PC, to life again. Guys, we're going to be leaving it here. I'm definitely going to come back again and, show you guys some other PCs that I've got. But in the meantime, I want to, say a very big thank you for those that stuck around, those that, watch this stream to the end. If you are joining for the first time, please consider subscribing to the Hardware Money channel. You have the rare opportunity of seeing these PCs live and direct before they go onto the Hardware Money Shop. And on the Hardware Money Shop, you have the opportunities of actually, getting to buy responsible PCs that have been tested to work, for very, very good price. Until I see you guys in the next one. Peace.